Good day, folks. It's Thursday, the 18th of June, and I would like to Good day, folks. It's Thursday, June 18th, and I'd like to just walk through what we need to do to wrap up organizational behavior for the summer 2020 as we enter into week 6 next week. We have covered what we would cover an entire semester in these 6 short weeks. So you've learned a very intense, immersion-filled experience. Hopefully, you learned from it. Based on what I have seen from your reflections, I think you clearly have learned and seen things that you're going to be able to apply for the rest of your career. And that's a great thing. What should you be working on this week? Reflection 3 is due June 22nd, which is Monday. Final quiz, we have options. Wait till you see this one. And we need to wrap up the current events discussion also by June 22nd. That will enable us to have all of the grades complete next Saturday, and I'll enter them into Night Web on Sunday. Again, I can't say enough about the reflections. I've learned a lot. Some of you have shared so much, and you can clearly see how you've been able to internalize and see opportunities here. And I think that helps build a growth mindset and a realization that as much as we are all the same, we have some different behavioral differences. And if we want to be most effective, we need to figure out how we can build on our strengths. How do we deal with people that are different with us? So we'll see how that goes for you. Reflection 3, again, it's due no later than the 11:59. Please watch the video before completing. It's just not answering a few topics on a topic, but reporting your score. Hopefully by now everybody's got that. This is really about you. What's the area of focus? What do you learn about yourself? How do you feel? What do you do well? What can you do better? How can this help you prepare for your future? Were you honest or respond based on what you think you did? And I think that's important, because whether you agree or disagree doesn't really matter. It's what's the thought process. So what we'd like to do in this reflection is there are a couple of assessments, but what I want you to do is take all of the prior period reflections you got, sort of put them all together, and I'd like a multimedia presentation. This essentially means you're going to use some you're going to use some words, you're going to use some pictures, you're going to use some audio, you're going to use some visual. You might do a recording, a lot of different things, but I want a multimedia one, but very, very focused. That paints a picture of you, who you are, how do all these attributes come together to form a picture of you. This is creativity, but it's also what are you going to do? What did you get out of these reflections? How is it going to make you successful in organizations? The discussions on presentations, this is worth 8 points of your grade. So you have to engage with 4 presentations other than your own. Now, if you have participated in a live presentation, you have earned 2 points for each one, and I think I got them all entered into the grade book. You can check that yourself. If not, let me know. We had a lot of folks, and I'm doing this in all my classes, so if I missed you, just let me know. If you haven't earned 8 points yet, you need to watch the recording and engage virtually. Engaging virtually is watching it, commenting, questioning, adding, building, expanding on it. It's not acceptable to say, great job. That's, you can say that, but there better be a lot following after that. We need to complete that by next Monday, the 22nd. This will give me an opportunity to get everything done, graded, and ready to go as it gets rather tight when we come down to the end. The videos are generally longer than I like. I think I like to keep them 15 to 20 minutes, but I really wanted to capture everything that was discussed. I think it was very beneficial. It was beneficial to me, and I think to those that participated. We were really digging deeper and looking at things through a different lens, the lens of each other. Okay, next one for fun. The live discussions were good. They were wonderful. Not just good, they were wonderful. In a couple, we talked about learning and assessing performance. So I brought up, well, what about an oral quiz? And at first I think it was a little bit like, what's an oral quiz? Why would we do that? But I think as we talked about it, it makes a little bit of a sense. So you have two choices. You can take a normal quiz, no problem. Or you can sign up for an oral quiz. They'd probably be around an hour, and I'll provide you some broad questions in advance. Seats are limited. We're going to keep this to no more than 5 people per session, and I'm going to do 3 sessions. Times are indicated here. And you need to sign up for your choice. So please do it. First come, first serve. I think it'll be interesting. And when I look at how am I going to grade a oral quiz, one, I think your ability to communicate, your ability to interact as a group, how do you build on what somebody else said? Not just agree, say, oh, I agree with what Sam said. Well, what is it that you found? How can you give an example? How do we go deeper on a topic? So we're going to try it. What do we got to lose? So please sign up. Here's the link. If you have any questions, just please let me know.